Yes, sir. What, fellas? What is going on? Let me get the camera up. What's going on, guys?
Someone got YouTube open.
Oh, do I don't. Uh-oh. It's not me.
That might have been me. Just might have been me. I was going to give Jimmy a thumbs up. I was liking his new intro. You know what I mean? I went to smash that thumbs up for him because his intro is dope.
Yeah, man, we gotta have fun with that intro. All right, do we figure out who's got the YouTube open? We're not gonna point any fingers or say any names.
No, that was totally me, dude. I was smashing that thumbs up just like everybody in the chat needs to do. Because this guy right here is pretty awesome.
I appreciate all the shout outs you've been giving me too lately, man. I appreciate that.
No, no problem, dude. You're the man.
What
up, Tommy?
Let's say hello to some people. We got Aaron, the best offer queen, just raking in those buffet points daily now.
Yeah,
I believe
those are
she's over 1 million buffet points at this point.
Dude, I need to get you to do some overlays for me, Uncle B. You got some pretty dope ones.
We got Dan, the IT man. What's up, Dan? Who's this guy? Is that the beard? What? Who else we got? Nikki T. What's up, Nikki T? I mean, that's one of the best names in the business. Nikki T. What up, Nikki T?
You know it.
I think of Booker T every time I see Nikki T.
That wrestler.
Yeah.
Nikki T would totally smash Booker T.
She would drop an elbow on for sure.
On his face. Into his face.
The professor's here. What's up, Joseph? Oh, by the way, Frank is not with us today. Frank is he's working out a deal on trying to make some money, y'all. He's doing that hustle.
What?
And it was a deal he couldn't pass on. I get it for sure. He's trying to make a good amount of money, so
he's trying to cut you in.
Huh?
You gonna cut you in?
No, that's his deal.
I'm messing with you anyway.
What's up, Ray? $10 here.
What up, Ray?
Dan says I'm still bobbing my head. I'm supposed to stop now.
Nate's still bummed. What's up, Matt? Phoenix Flipper, what's going on? What's going on, Tommy? What's up, man? Hit that thumbs up 3 times. My chat is not caught up. What's going on? Why won't it? I'm on live chat. I see that Frankie dropped in. It's not. My chat has not gone that far, but what's up, Frankie?
What up, Joseph?
I think that's everybody. Like, again, my chat will not catch up on StreamYard. I got live chat on and everything, but it will not update. So what's up, everyone? Flipping Goodies is here. What's up? I'm going to give Flipping Goodies some ranch.
That is crazy that StreamYard literally paused on Tommy's.
It did.
Okay, there it goes. Flipping.
There it goes.
I figured I would invade the Mile High City.
Vaughn about to get that sack right there, though. He's about to get that sack.
Vaughn don't want none of this.
Frankie says hi to you guys.
What up, Frankie?
You don't say hi to me. What's up, Frankie? Flipping Goodies, what's up?
Hey, Mike.
So what's going on? You guys are just bringing the Steelers. All right. The invasion is on.
It is on. Like, even Benny's pointing at you like,
you know it.
I don't know where you're at, Frank, but somewhere out there, your Broncos are losing to the Steelers.
We do have, early on, we have rumors of where we cook in Adobe. What? I love Adobe. Chicken Adobe. Adobe.
Oh, yeah, that's good stuff.
I don't know what W is.
I don't know.
You probably won't need it because
I
you're
was
so.
thinking of adobo. Is
Yeah,
that like adobo?
I'm
Chicken
literally the
Yeah, that's right. We were talking about that. I was talking about with him the other day. Chicken adobo or pork. Stacked. Yeah, adobo. Yeah, I love adobo. That's like a Filipino dish. It is good, good, good.
yeah. I don't know nothing about that.
You need to learn about it.
I'm picky though, like Anthony was saying. Like I'm literally probably the pickiest fat man ever. Like if there's something at like I say a buffet or something that I like, chances are that bin is going to be empty, and I'm be standing there waiting for extras. So.
Did you say buffet? What?
You know,
You know what's funny? There's this ghetto buffet. You won't know where it is, but Nate might. It's on Route 8, right by where that Kmart is, Nate. So
Yeah.
there's this ghetto Chinese buffet. I used to stop there whenever I was in seminary. And every single time I'd go in there, they would either pull the crab ragoons or stop putting out new ones. And then the minute I'd leave, they'd start putting it out again. Because literally, I would go there and just like literally take the entire thing of crab ragoons. So like every time I come in, they'd be like, "What? I'm gonna fat my back." You know what I mean? They've been doing the whole little thing. And
you know what you do though? You pretend that you're leaving. You pay your bill early or whatever. Since it's a buffet, it's one price thing. You pay it early, right? And then pretend you're walking out. And then as you're walking out, do it and run back to the buffet and as if phone.
oh, I got my ways, but yeah, like I frequented that buffet so often that they like would purposely not restock certain parts because I need it all.
What? You got a Cowboys fan in the house. I mean, you're allowed here for sure. Just be prepared for the chat. I know we got some people that are not fans of the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's literally how it happened.
What are you? That better be on video, Nikki T.
Yep.
And that's
definitely gonna watch that.
Just can't find that stuff. I told my brother he lives in small town Georgia to go to his Walmart and look. Joseph, have you gone yet? He said when you're at that buffet, here comes that Anthony. Hide the crap.
Like, oh no, not again.
That's legit how it is, man. You know what's funny? Whenever I was in high school, like I used to hang out with other fat guys. Imagine that. But we would like every weekend go to the Chinese buffet and we would just hang out there like pretty much the whole day, like grubbing. And they hated us for it. So it'd be like a big group of fat guys just going in there, wiping out the buffet and hanging out for a while, and then wiping out the buffet, hanging out for a while, and wiping out the buffet. It's a nice time.
What? Chris is here. I think he's saying what to what Nikki said about all those cards up here.
Yeah, I know. That's
it's like what?
Dude, Chris, I want to know if you got a Zion out of your boxes, bro. You probably got that Zion autograph.
Yeah, we need to hear when she pulls that, because she will pull that Zion, because she always does.
That's her Buffy.
Got that Nikki T luck.
Yep.
So what's going on, everybody in the chat? Hit us with some. If you guys want to join, I'll add a link. Anybody wants to join the panel with us? We got some room up here.
What's up, Calvin?
This is Open Mic Friday. On this day, it's all about you guys. You guys control it with the chat and everything.
Hey, what is the cello packs? They only have 4 cards in them.
No, the cello pack is typically like two 6-card packs, and then they normally will do, like if it's retail, it'll be like 3 pink cards, or depending on what product it is, of course. But yeah, the cello packs are like the ones like I gave away.
I'm looking at the ones that have like 4 cards in it or whatever.
Oh, you mean 4 cards per pack? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's the blaster. Yeah, that's 8 packs, 4 cards per pack. Yeah.
So they're basically opening up the blaster.
Yeah.
Calvin the Kelly Hustles here. What's up, Calvin?
What up?
I'm gonna let Anthony say hello to that.
The Ecom on board. What is going on, Kelly? Happy birthday.
Here's Lynn. What's up? Here's Lynn.
Hey, Lynn.
What up?
Connie's here. That's Frank's sister. What's up, Connie?
What up, Connie?
So what do you guys want to talk about? You can Cajun's here. What's up, Cajun? Chris,
What up,
what's going on, man?
You see, man.
I just can't bring myself to call you Chris. I hope you're all right with that because you're just Cajun to me, man. Like, what up, Cajun? But if you want me to call you Chris, I will.
We could talk about just about anything. Just about
Anything. Let's talk about where Frank is today. So Frank made the mistake of mocking Joey Bada Bing yesterday, and so he's in hiding today. Of course, this is all just having fun. But, he made a poster of Joey Bada Bing, and then the fact that Joey Bada Bing may or may not have had something to do with his demise on that slip and slide. So today, we have word that he's in the building, but he's hiding out somewhere in the building today. Let's go to Dan. Dan, you have any idea where Frank's at? Dan, have you seen Frank at all? If you see him, let us know. All right, tell him he's safe here. Just let us know. We'll check back in on that later, y'all.
He's definitely not hiding behind Dan, in case you guys were wondering.
I thought I seen a hat, but I mean, I don't have the best eyes because I wear glasses.
I mean,
He doesn't want to end up, sleeping with the fishes.
That's one thing you don't mess with. You don't mess with the mail. You don't mess with the mailman because they will find you. They know everything.
He's got your address.
Yeah, you know where you live.
He knows where you live. All right, we got our first guest on the panel. Everybody, welcome. Since Frank's not here, we'll bring in Frank Jr. What's up, Frankie?
What up, man?
What up, guys? I don't know if you guys can hear me very well because I'm at work.
Where
right
you
now,
at, man?
so the connection might be pretty bad, but I had to even it out with Broncos to Steelers real quick.
Right.
To show you guys what's up.
If it makes you feel any better, only the terrible players are showing in the background.
Like 3 more of these grills to do. Got some Traegers to do.
Damn,
3
man.
more. 3 burners. I'm already like 6 deep, so ready to get this day over with. Just wanted to come on and say what's up to you guys.
Cool, man. Thanks.
You build and put things together at your job?
Oh, he just dropped in real
But
quick.
I ain't gonna be talking to you,
Yeah.
Beard.
Hey, I was just wondering, man.
Can't you see I'm busy?
Hey, that's cool.
Who are you questioning? I know what to do with my job, Nate.
I'm not sure who she's talking to.
Uh-oh.
No cop.
It's not that for Jimmy.
Can't put my glasses back on.
They like the beards. That's all that matters. So appreciate you, Connie.
Showing love to the beard.
Somewhere Sonya just fell in love all over again, Jimmy.
That's cool, Frankie. Yeah, you were a little bit choppy. Thanks for dropping in, though, man. I appreciate it. Showing the love. I appreciate it, man. The Kelly Hustle. The Kelly Hustle. I love that intro. I don't know. It's a toss-up between that intro and then I don't know why, but I absolutely love Best Offer Queen's intro. That song, like, for some reason, I don't know if you guys know it. It's kind of like a pop song, but I don't know. It's got a catchy tune.
Sing it for us, Jimmy.
Huh?
You should sing it for us.
I don't know the words. I do know the words. I don't sing it. I just sing it.
Feed the words to Nate.
Right? Yeah, right. I could do that. Even though I can't see myself, I'm blind. Right? Where is Erin? She usually. Oh, it's because I got it. I get it. Jimmy's hosting, so she can't drop in and say hi. I get it, Erin. I get it.
She like comes in with when Jimmy's out now.
She's hashtag Team Frank.
Dan said I should sing solo. Solo, you can't hear me. Speaking of which, Dan, we're gonna check back in with Dan. Have you heard from Frank at all? Have you seen him? Anybody seen? If you've seen Frank, let him know it's safe here. Like, you don't have to worry. We're all friends here.
He's
not
still
gonna
definitely
go
not behind Dan. That glasses and hat, that was just reseller dress code. So you have to keep those with him at all times.
Definitely.
we may or may not have another guest, which means we do have another guest. The professor's here. What up, Joseph?
What's up, man?
Rocking that Cardinals hat.
Oh man,
You know,
Cardinals have a good team this year, man.
Yeah.
You know,
DeAndre.
you know, some folks are thinking they, you know, every year for the last couple of years, the second year quarterback has, you know, popped. You know, it's Mahomes and Lamar Miller, and some people are on the Kyler Murray kind of bandwagon for that. So try not to like drink the Kool-Aid too much. I mean, I love my team and I hope they win, but you know, I mean, I'm trying to keep it realistic, but so I don't know. But let's talk about your guys' team. What do you think about like Roethlisberger this year? How do you think he's gonna? You think he's gonna be back to form, or do you think he's still gonna kind of be struggling?
No, I think he'll be, as long as he's healthy, I think he's going to be good. I mean, he's not going to be like prime Big Ben. Like, I don't think anyone's expecting prime Big Ben, but I mean, he's going to be a heck of an upgrade over Rudolph or Duck Hodges.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if we had a 60% Ben Roethlisberger last year, we were definitely in the playoffs. I mean, easily in the playoffs. And I mean, man, like we almost made the playoffs with those quarterbacks last year.
Yeah.
So,
and it's well documented that these guys are huge Rudolph fans.
He's your favorite.
They're about to be gone. Nate's about to disappear off the bench.
we literally send each other memes the entire game, like when Mason Rudolph's playing, like of like Uncle Rico and stuff like that. Yeah, dude's garbage.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with Calvin right now. I mean, the Cardinals have a huge. They have some serious competition to get past in that division.
No, it's a tough division. I mean, they literally they could be a playoff caliber team and miss the playoffs conceivably just because, you know, there's so many good teams, you know, 49ers and Seahawks.
I mean, me and Dan have too much fun with the whole Kyler Murray. It's just
I get it.
Person playing quarterback for the Cardinals.
he is short, man. And then the offensive linemen are what, 6'5", 6'7". I mean, some of them guys are huge. So, I mean, that is a, you know, thing that he has to worry about.
That's the thing Drew Brees has had to deal with, you know, and if you watch Drew Brees' game, he does something, you know, he throws from his tippy toes, you know, and stuff. With Kyler, he moves out of the pocket so much. Hopefully he can kind of, you know, get those release angles where it's not an issue. But, you know, yeah. He actually in college didn't have many tip passes, surprisingly. You know, tipped by the defensive lineman, but he did have a few in his rookie season. So I've got this theory on Roethlisberger, and I'm not trying to be a troll or anything, but, like, I don't think he's going to be able to –
Hold on.
Yeah. What's up?
Go ahead.
He's going to be able to play as late in his career as some other quarterbacks because, like, the thing you hear about him is, like, he's like the John Daly of, you know, football. His workout regimen up in the offseason is, you know, drinking beer and, you know, whatever. And then he shows up and he just relies on his natural talent. But, like, he's not like something like, you know, like Brady is a guy who's like, you know, religious about what he eats and stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I feel like Roethlisberger's body is going to not, you know, it's going to break down. So I don't know. What do you all think about that?
I know what they think about that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's going to be that big of a deal. Like, as far as goes, the way I look at it, he's already outlasted Eli. You know, they were drafted the exact same year. Eli was actually even drafted ahead of him, so he's already outlasted him. I already think Ben's still better than Rivers. So,
yeah,
imagine if he wasn't drinking beer in his off time and he was like doing all those other things. Like, he'd probably be killing the game. But I mean, more power to him if he could do that. I mean, look at Michael Jordan. That dude was gambling, doing like cocaine and like all kinds of like crazy stuff, and still being like the GOAT. So.
Cajun is one of my favorite people on the planet right now.
Why? What did he say?
He has tons of.
He's talking about Kyler Murray.
Okay.
He played
too. Good.
No, go ahead. You go ahead.
So the thing is too, like with Ben, like this is NFL has changed dramatically. Where like
it's like two
quarterback could be 300 pounds, just back there, just hucking, chucking the football. You know what I mean? We know Ben can't like his important part of his game is his arm. It's not him rolling out and that type of stuff. Like he's always going to be a beast to get down because of his stature and because he is a bigger guy. So I mean, honestly, like as long as he could step back six spots with a decent speed, because of six step drop or whatever, I'm not too worried about it. As long as he could do that and catch his breath and throw the ball, I mean, I'll take him over Hodges, Rudolph, all those type of quarterbacks any day of the week, because our defense is going to be really good, man, next year. Really good.
Speaking of Ben, look what I got my Macari credit this time. Big Ben rookie card.
Oh my gosh.
10.
What is wrong with my camera?
I'll tell you, my like mental memory of Big Ben, like the lasting impression or image I have of him is a painful one from when the Cardinals lost to the Steelers in the one Super Bowl appearance of my lifetime. But it's just like watching Ben, from the pocket, people trying to tackle him and him avoiding, like he was so elusive. He wasn't like fast, like someone, like Steve Young in his prime or anything like that. But he was just a guy who, like, he'd move out of the way and someone would try to tackle him, and he looked like an adult trying to get tackled by a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's so powerful and hard to bring down.
Yeah, and I mean, I just remember vividly watching that Super Bowl, and there were a couple points where I thought, our defense had him sacked, and like, okay, he's going to end the drive, and he eludes them or knocks people off, like a 3-year-old, and continues to play. And that's as a fan, I'm sure that was really exciting to watch. From the other side, it was infuriating and just really difficult to watch.
Yeah,
I think Big Ben's like whole off-season regimen and stuff, like or lack thereof, like I don't think it matters with him. Like I think that like he just defies a lot of stuff, kind of like Jerome Bettis did at running back as far as weight and size and what he was able to do. Like it's one of those rare things that comes along. Like I don't have great in-depth research or anything. It's just like one of those fluke things where, I mean, he's been doing it for years already, and I think that now I don't think he has a lot of years left, but I think as long as he's out there, he's capable of throwing the ball. He's got a strong arm, and I don't think his arm strength has diminished that much. Like he's just just naturally got it. He doesn't have to put a lot of work into it. If he did work hard, I think he could be next level like Tom. He's no Tom Brady. Sorry, guys, but he's not. He could. No, I mean, he could probably be better than Brady if he put in that kind of work. But because he doesn't, he's still just so talented enough to get it done. And I don't think it's going to hurt him.
Who he actually kind of reminds me of a more physical, bigger bruiser version of like Elway, like the way Elway played.
Right.
Yeah, they have a lot of similarities.
So
like there's a guy
like Charles Barkley. Like Charles Barkley was in the NBA, never in great shape, but still just got it done. Like and played way above his, And if Barkley would have been in great shape, who knows?
Right.
I think Ben's in decent enough shape. I mean, he's not like a slob or anything. You know what I mean? Like, but he likes to be like a real American man. You know what I mean? Like he fits like the demographic of a Pittsburgher or like a Northern Ohio person. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Well, you're saying he won the genetics lottery, right? He just got that something else. So and I think when I think about that question, I think the place where it might be an issue isn't necessarily about his performance right now. It's more about how athletes, when they start getting late 30s and they're still playing, it's not that they can't perform at their peak level, it's the recovery, right? That they
for sure.
We got a special guest actually about to join the panel right now, actually.
So I just
then
is does it mean he can't keep doing it in older age? That's the thing I'm wondering, But
we have a special guest about to join the panel that has something to say about this.
Okay.
This is what I'm worried about. Like he looks like
he's gonna get a better beard than you.
Hold on.
He gained like 60, 80 pounds, man. That's the only thing I'm worried about. But I mean, I guess there was some talk of him doing workout videos and something.
Dude,
Something.
I'm not even worried about it. Look up Jared Lorenzen right now.
I know about that guy. I know about that guy.
Jared
I gotta tell
Lorenzen.
you,
It's
If
a
he
keeps that beard going,
300-pound quarterback doing his thing.
He passed away recently, I think.
He died though, but
Yeah.
I mean he was a good quarterback.
No,
I mean, like,
there's a clip of him playing like arena football or something, like 300 something pounds.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, he was slanging that thing too.
Yep.
Like, I think he made even like ESPN. Like, he was
Hey,
Yeah.
he was pretty good. He was representing all the
what
fat,
did you
fat
say
boys
that-
out there.
what did you say earlier about the what lottery did Big Ben win, Joseph?
Genetics lottery.
Yeah, Kyler Murray did not win that lottery. We got evidence. This was Kyler Murray when he was drafted by the Cardinals.
Right. Right.
So, as a fan of the Cardinals, I gotta ask you this: your boy Josh Rosen, man. So you guys get him in the first round. The very next year, you get Kyler Murray. Send that dude packing to the Dolphins. This year, the Dolphins go out and get Tua. Like, what's going on with Rosen, man? Was that dude like a bum, or is he just
Right,
the
like,
front end of the stick?
Oh,
everywhere he goes?
man, I gotta go. If we're gonna go to this topic, look at the time.
Right. I'll try to give a short version. First of all, I feel bad for the dude because he with the Cardinals the year he was with them, it was like a really bad situation with like a coach who was there for 1 year with an awful offensive line. He didn't have a chance. I mean, I watch all their games. He made a lot of bad throws, but he was a rookie. I think in a better situation, he would have done better. Then he gets traded to the Dolphins, and their offensive line is somehow worse. It was somehow he went from what we thought was the worst situation in the NFL for one season to a worse situation.
Mhm.
And then Fitzpatrick does what Fitzpatrick does. He makes something out of nothing, and so I think I feel bad for Rosen. Rosen needs to go sign somewhere like New England or Pittsburgh or somewhere as a backup, get his confidence back, learn a system. But like coming out of the draft, they said he had some of the best arm talent. He can make all the throws with accuracy. So I think he still has a chance, but he's got to have that kind of be rebuilt, his confidence as a backup. So that's my.
Real quick, I want to say hi to Sonny. What's up, Sonny? Cherry Pickers here. What's up,
Veronica?
We got Jacob Midwest Bartering. What's up, Jacob?
Holy moly!
Football. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat. One more. Oh, we got more.
This is from 1 month ago. Like,
Oh my!
Man.
it looks like the guy off Santa Claus.
Yeah,
Right? I
He looks like
take back everything I said about him.
I mean, he got that luscious beard. Like, that's a plus. I'll give him that.
Nate,
But
are you playing quarterback for the Steelers these days?
I mean, he got better. He got more hair than me, so that's the only
If
difference.
he had a hat and glasses, he'd be naked.
Right?
There have been people that said my dad looked like him. My dad looks just like Ben. Like, people have stopped my dad in public and was like, "Can I have your autograph?" And my dad's like, "What?" And he's like, "Aren't you Big Ben?" And they're like, "No." He looks just like him. Not with the beard, of course, but
Jimmy looks like a former Broncos quarterback too. So there's something.
Who, Jake Plummer?
No, Paxton Lynch. You ever seen that picture of Jimmy when he was a
Dude,
teenager?
Paxton Lynch is a Steeler now.
Is he?
He was our third string last year.
Wow.
Technically fourth because he was behind Duck.
He is one good-looking dude, but he's not good at football.
Well, it tells you how bad he was. He couldn't get on the field with the Steelers quarterback situation last year.
I know that's terrible.
Yeah.
Go up in the link to the panel if anybody wants to join us live. Heyo!
But seeing Ben now, I'm wondering why we didn't just throw Nate in last year.
holy moly! I'm worried, man. Like, I'm worried. That's a month ago. Like that's April. Football season is technically in like what 3-4
What are
months.
you worried about, Nate?
I mean, he looks terrible.
He looks like you, dude.
Exactly. Like, I'm not supposed to be a quarterback, though.
Just like you.
I'm not supposed to be a
Aaron
quarterback.
had asked, real quick, guys. Aaron had asked about Frank and wanted a Frank update. So we're gonna check real quick, see if Dan has heard from Frank at all yet. Dan, anything yet? Tell him it's safe here. Joey Bada Bing will not find him here. He's safe here. He doesn't have to worry about that poster that he made the other day. Just let him know. You don't have to be scurried.
Yeah, but Ben looking like me right now. I'm a Steeler fan through and through. Don't get me wrong. And that's just bad, man. I just Nico's gonna go out there and be like, all right, let's huck it, chuck it football. I mean, I'm like,
What? Scurry.
dude, he looks.
I hope he doesn't shave until he retires. Like I want to see him out there looking like full blown Forrest Gump.
He's on that ice cream sandwich diet, right?
He looks like he's about to go in the malls and start having kids sit on his lap. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. Like I said, like I thought I heard
better than Duck and Rudolph.
I thought I heard like people talking about he was in in decent shape and this and that, and I see that video from a month ago. Like
he's in shape, all right.
he must literally starve himself before the season. Like he's like drinking just water and Swedish fish or something like that, and just literally just like living.
How do you Swedish fish?
I think
That's part of what I eat all day.
right now, and then he's ready for the season. I think that's his regimen.
Holy moly, man! I mean, like I said, I'm worried.
Are you concerned? Are you concerned with the fact Big Ben may or may not be showering as he looks like that, Nathan?
I mean, does someone steal all of his money? I mean, what is going on?
Dude, you know what you should do? You should send him some lion tamer.
Dude.
Find me his address. I'll definitely send him some line.
I can give you the address to the practice facility, dude. They'll put it right in his little mailbox in his locker.
Yeah, by the time he gets to the stadium, he might not have a beard anymore. He's probably gonna chop it off.
Well, no, it'll go right to the practice facility on the south side.
He
We
ain't there.
cannot
That's
compromise.
like where they hang out all week. They only go to the stadium for games.
No, I know that, but he's probably not there now. Is what I'm saying.
Are there facilities open? I know, like
Wasn't that where the picture was from?
No, that was from like his
right
house.
outside the facility.
That was like at his house or something.
Pull the picture up.
want to say hi to Simply Dana. What's up, Simply Dana and Andy Someta? What's up, Andy? Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. When you get this panel together, it's more than likely going to be a football talk. What are we sharing here?
Dude, oh yeah, you're right. That is his house. Never
That
mind.
is the house.
Yeah, that's
He's
his
got a crib lounging.
They have windows.
Ones.
They have glass doors in front of the practice facility, so that's where I thought he was.
Is he gonna?
Yeah.
Are they making another Hobbit movie and he's gonna be starring in it, or
What's he saying, dude? Like, let me hear what he says.
It's about the Rona.
He's talking. What's he say?
Telling people,
Hey guys, watch Ecom Beyond every day, Monday through Friday. I'm on there with a really handsome guy named Anthony, aka Pittsburgh.
I'm there daily. On Ecom.
I mean, honestly, like, wow.
Was Frank hiding that beard? I could have swore I saw him hiding that beard there. I don't know.
Yeah, Frank is hiding in Big Ben's beard now.
I'm not gonna lie, like there is definitely a resemblance, guys.
Right?
Who wore it better, guys? We should go side by side, Nate.
What is going on with my camera and stuff? Is it better now? Yeah.
There's just a beard overload happening, I think.
There is, man.
Right?
Especially with Big Ben. It's too much for the
Dude,
screen.
you know who's like one of his best friends too? Brett Kiesel. And he has a sick beard.
Right?
Defensive end.
Yep.
Gosh.
That is a beard worthy of praise.
What's up, Maggie Doodle and Shane M? What's up?
Hey,
Thanks
Shane,
for
what's up, man?
We are open to any topics in the chat. We're just talking about Big Ben and his weight gain, all in the beard area.
And what's behind?
Oh,
What's
we
up,
got a
Frank?
update. What's up,
He
Frank?
finally popped out from behind Dan.
We just want to let you know, Frank, that we know that you made that poster of Joey Bada and you're worried about your well-being. Maybe his family's after you. It's okay to come out. We've been asking Dan all day if he's seen you. Don't hide. It's okay, man. Like, it's safe to come out. You what? Yeah, you're safe here, man. Yeah, it's all right. You can come and say hi to us. It's all right. Don't be afraid.
That's great.
Kelly says maybe Ben is trying to give Fitzpatrick a run on the best QB beard.
Yeah,
I think he already got it.
yeah, that is going to
I
start playing deep.
on that Ion I just ordered.
Shut
Or, I mean,
the front door, Nikki T.
He's going to start playing defensive tackle since we lost McFarland or whatever.
That's
his name
awesome.
You just put in the chat.
4 Zions and 7 Morants. I just got an offer on his Zion.
Everyone drinks are on Nikki T right now, apparently.
was. Right.
Frank said it. What? I need a new office chair. So if you don't want to buy it, let me know. Frank is in the witness protection program. I'm telling you.
And
I
you
did,
probably
Frank.
just go get Frank's office chair.
I did not know that Dan was part of the witness protection program. It's all right, man. It's safe. Don't worry. Joy Bada Bing's family is nowhere in the building.
Screw.
Oh, Harden's beard game's pretty awesome too. I think like it's Harden and Fitzpatrick have the 2 best beards in the game. I think. I don't know.
Why do I not doubt that, Nikki T? Of course, did you let him open any packs? Let's just be honest. The last time you got pack openings, Reb was just like standing there like, and then you would open them and then you'd hand him the cards. What's the ratio of pack opening? Let's just be fair to Rev for half a second. Let me know how many packs he opened and how many packs he's opened. She's like, well, he opened the boxes and then handed me the packs.
So
I need to try. Listen. Oh, it's not squeaking today. You know why? Because I put some WD-40 on it. That's what's up. You know it. It only works if I know it does, but if she opens 100% of the packs, then of course that's going to be the case. I'm getting into trouble with Nikki T right now. She's like,
Nikki T's going to beat you up, dude. She says he opened half the pack too.
I do apologize, Nikki T.
Are you trying to assume that Nikki T and this man are not best friends? That's why he put his card in pink, because he knows that she likes that color.
They are definitely best.
Spud Webb and Muggsy Bogues.
I totally need to get a picture of like Nikki T and Zion just like high-fiving.
I just need a picture of,
with Zion cards and like money in his hands.
I just need a picture of Nikki T like this, and I can do it.
Right. For sure. Nikki T, we need a picture of you high-fiving.
Yeah, sideways high five.
Whoa. See, my chair's creaking now. It's not squeaking, it's creaking.
So, Cody says, so the 4 horsemen all in one place. I'm not one of the 4 horsemen. I'm like
You are today we ride. I don't know.
Have you seen the 4 horsemen picture that Dan made?
Yeah, I don't have it. It's on Frank's computer.
I appreciate the fact that he made
Wait, he might text it to me. He's gonna be like, "No, I texted to you, Jimmy." Let me see.
Chaboy. Woo!
Well, I don't know that I ever got that one. I did not. I did get a picture of me in my chair, though. That's me sitting in my chair.
There you go.
I know I downloaded it because I sent it to. I thought I sent it to Anthony. I thought.
Kelly, the e-com, almost got herself a new chair coming and a coffee maker. What? I want to make a trip to the Springs soon. I'm just waiting for things to open up a little more. And then I'm going to make a trip down there. We got Dan, the IT man. He is helping Frank hide out today, and he is working at the same time.
He's working hard, folks.
That's great.
He is working on those IT. Why I still got that up there? All right, sorry guys. Let's see the latest IT update from Dan.
There you go.
All right, you guys got to talk because I'm doing all this. I'm not good at multitasking. Remember?
Going to be working at a Cinnabon in Omaha.
What up, Amanda?
Protection program.
What is going
man.
on? Aaron says Jimmy, you have to come to the Springs for that chair.
She wants to know Kurt, Nate.
Kurt?
Yeah.
Kurt. I can't make the tongue roll, so she make fun of me.
All right, guys. We got some
Make fun of me.
updates coming in. We got the picture of what got Frank in trouble with Joey Bada Bing coming through, why he's in hiding today. All right, that's enough of that. Let me work on those. But I'm gonna drop the link another time. If anybody wants to join us on the live panel, you are welcome to join us.
Come hang out.
Come
Make
hang
up a
out.
topic, whatever. We're open books.
Talk about Roethlisberger's beard or whatever you guys want to talk about.
Dude, that beard is definitely something. It's something nice, but not for has me worried. Like I said, man, definitely worried.
I wouldn't be worried about it. Man likes to wear a nice beard. Let him be.
I'm not worried about the beard. I'm more than what's underneath the beard. He looks like he's about to play an O line. Like he's gonna start like playing like deep tackle. They trade them. They lost at McFarland to what, Philly or something. So
No, not McFarland.
Just
That was,
the other day, we had them in the playoffs. Now he's like,
Hargraves.
we'll be lucky to get 2 wins.
Did he tackle to Detroit?
Oh, he went to Detroit.
I think so. They had a nose tackle who went to. I could be wrong.
I don't know. I thought it was to Philly or something. But he yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Philly he went to. And I mean, he's a good player, but I didn't think he was worth the amount of money that they gave up, to get him or whatever. But I mean, that's how it is in free agency.
Yeah. I think if it's a guy I'm thinking of, he was like a nose tackle. So those aren't guys that put up the big stats. They're more the guys that, are run stuffers. They don't get, a lot of sacks or anything, but they're sometimes underrated, because they don't put up the big numbers, but the role they play in the defensive scheme is really important,
Oh, yeah.
I
I mean,
I know how to party or what.
Hey, what's up, Eagle Heart? Good to see you.
yeah, he definitely knows how to clog a lane. That's for sure.
Hmm.
That's pretty bad.
All right, we got some pictures.
I got some dude like literally haggling me down on the Zion card. Is this a different guy?
That's right,
No,
Gabe.
this is the same.
It's the guy.
Cajun said the big uglies. That's what they call them, the big uglies. Speaking of the big uglies, that was a great segue. There's the 4 horsemen picture.
You gotta love my beard is looking massive in that picture.
Right.
It's
That
beautiful.
that leads us to the next
Good
question.
night.
Who wore, as Anthony said, who wore it better? Nate is 1, Big Ben is 2.
I don't know. If I did a side-by-side comparison right now, I'd probably look the same.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, you definitely look a lot crispier in that picture there.
Yeah, that was
Man,
it. That was
all
it.
I'm not just pandering to this guy. How do I do that? I'm not just pandering to this guy, but I think his beard is like better. Like Nate's beard is just more well kept, more well trimmed. You look like you know what to do with a beard. Big Ben's like just grown it out and isn't sure what to do with it, so he just leaves it there.
He says,
You know what he should do for the season? He should shave everything except for like the Hulk Hogan part.
Right.
Just rock it.
And here's the picture that got Frank in trouble with the Bada Bing family. For all of you that may have seen that, this is why Frank is now in hiding, because he's basically saying that Joey
There's him on the slip and slide.
slip and slide demise. So
Yeah,
Frank,
what's that guy's name? Gimli? Is that who he looks like? Gimli?
it's all right, Frank. It's all right, man. Don't worry about it. We got you. Joey's not going to get you here. Scurry.
He's screwed.
All right, guys. Sorry. Joey.
What up, Sam?
So it looks like you won out on the beard contest, which was obvious.
Yeah, it was pretty much unanimous.
Yeah, I thought so
That's
too.
why I said, like, are they making another Lord of the Rings or Hobbit movie? Like, that's where maybe Roethlisberger got casted for that.
Amanda said the same thing as you, Nate. She said old Big Ben looks like Tim Allen in Santa Claus when he gets fat.
Exactly. That's exactly like if you do like a thing of his like pictures, like as it went into like chaos for him, like he's at like a month ago or whatever. You can see
Right.
the growth of Tim Allen in that movie, just like him. It's,
Well, poor guy's been quarantined, Nate.
Sam?
I mean, I can understand having not a dapper looking beard, but you know, gaining like 160 pounds to his literally his face isn't good.
Frank said I had a good run. Nice knowing you all.
You didn't have a good run.
You can
had
come out here to Pittsburgh, Frank. I'll take care of you.
You had a good slide.
I'll hide you out. Yeah, good slide.
See Andy for Meadows.
What? It's safe? Maybe.
So
Come
Meadows.
back, Frank. Yeah, we saw what did he say? Peter's behind you with a batch of garlic knots. He's like Frank.
Like Beetlejuice.
Frank got garlic knots?
That's great.
That's great, Andy. That's what we needed. Oh, come on, chat. My chat's behind. Come on,
So we
Steve.
just having those permani sandwiches delivered every day.
You're cracking me up.
That's what we did last night for dinner. We had permani.
He probably hired like the Permani's cook to come to his house and just make him like fries and like burgers and all that good stuff. We're probably delivering direct to Big Ben's house at my work.
Probably.
Back up a whole trailer. That's what's keeping me like able to have a job through the pandemic. It's like oh, Big Ben's house again. Jeez.
That was Joey that did that video, right? What he's talking about the garlic knot video? Is that what we're talking about, Andy? Because I know Joey did some cooking videos. I watched them. I just don't remember exactly everything he made.
I'm starving. I'm about to order pizza.
Thanks, did you say Joey made garlic knots? Joey made garlic knots? What? That's so funny. Oh my gosh!
Speaking of garlic knots, I'm literally about to order some pizza.
Right?
It's
I
forever.
thought that's what you were talking about, Andy. I don't remember what he made. I was just watching the funniness or the goofiness. I hope he doesn't get mad that I call him goofy, but that video where he tried to jump up the stairs, that was hilarious. I played that the other day. That was hilarious. Like he jumped and sauce broke my table. Yeah, if you got Joey put out some cooking videos early on. They're funny too. Like it's just everything he does. I think it's funny. What you drinking there, Anthony? What you got?
Some Diet Coke.
I'll pass on that thing.
Berry lemonade.
Screw it.
Pretty good.
Need some of this dew of the mountain.
Dew of the mountain.
Can this is
See,
like,
of the mountain.
So what's going on, everyone in the chat? Anything else you guys want to talk about? OBX, what's up, man? Thanks for hanging out. So how do you guys? Oh, what's up?
I remember you were talking about like switching to managed payments, like maybe switching early. Has anybody thought about doing that? I've thought about doing it just for the bare fact of like I'm tired of getting people canceling orders after they pay. Like, oh, I changed my mind, and like I know it happened to Jimmy, and I've happened to me a few times. You save money, but you don't get as fast. So I don't know if anybody's been considering. I've been considering.
After last night, I'm considering it.
Like you say, about I think it's like 0.5% or something. But having no chance of just fees just flying out of your account.
Yeah.
Is it wrong that I'm holding back just to make it inconvenient for eBay?
How are customers handling, like, Anthony? I'm asking you because you're on managed payments, right?
No,
I thought you were.
on PayPal.
Who is it that I know that's on managed payments then?
I don't know.
I just want to know how customers are handling, like, because they're not getting their refund right away either, right? Like, it's taking some time.
I have no idea.
I just wonder how customers are reacting to the fact that, like, let's say they're returning, they have to refund, and it takes a couple days for them to get their money back, where PayPal is basically instant. I'm curious about that. And then another reason why I want to change is last night I had someone buy that Blu-ray player for me that I bought. They paid $100 for it. They paid, and then 10 minutes later they canceled.
So Dapper Tiger says Joe from Famous Flips loves managed payments. He's definitely a fan.
He's a fan, huh?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
definitely.
Is that sarcasm or?
No, I'm being serious. He's a fan. He's talked about it a couple times on
I honestly
I think
haven't.
on his channel and someone else's channel, but yeah, it's definitely like I said, you save a little bit of money. You don't have to worry about the inconvenience of having to do the refund and losing money, and it is minor amount of money that you're losing, but if you look at over a year's period, it could be $100 some bucks easily outside, out the door that you're just giving away or whatever.
He has no clue on the fees, and that's the one thing that will be better with managed payment is right now. Like, so I sold that VCR for $100 or that Blu-ray player for $100, and like Kelly said, they canceled on me within 10 minutes of ordering it, and they paid. Well, PayPal keeps those fees. I don't get those. Like, I literally, for no reason, just because the person changed their mind, I lost out on like $2-3, just because someone decided, oh, I don't want it. I decided I don't want it, and because they paid and they actually the transaction happened, I lose out on that money.
Right. Like it leaves you like, vulnerable to just stuff like that. You know what I mean? I remember him going into Tommy Bernard's chat about it, like talking, crazy about it or whatever. But yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Is it wrong that I want to know it happened? This is probably not the time nor the place.
I think I remember talking to you about it because we're just talking about like,
You talking to me about it?
I think me and you were talking about it. Like,
I wasn't paying attention.
Well, that might be the case. We're like, it was like,
Sorry.
like it was like a quick comment about it. Like, what do you think about it? And you're like, I just want to stay with PayPal as long as you want to or whatever. But
I just I like having money instantly.
Yeah,
it's just nice. It makes things flexible for me. I mean, I know that I have to switch over by July.
Yeah,
mid-July.
I want to watch that video where Tommy questioned him and got him maybe a little flustered. I want to see that video now. If you have a link, drop it, Tom.
I mean, like I said, I really don't know the facts of the fees and everything because I've always been pro PayPal because I like the fact that if I find an item during the pandemic or whatever, and it's nothing super crazy, but like something that people need every once in a while or whatever, it's not an essential like, oh my god, I need this type of thing. You know what I mean? Like I would go get it and be able to run around and kind of flip it real quick and then get my money back instantly and my profit and be able to go get it again and again and again and again. Both managed payments, I'd have that money out in limbo for God only knows how long. And, then I'd get it or whatever. So, I mean, that's kind of just my quick thought on it. Like from a flipping perspective, it's instantly cash flow to your thing. But I just didn't, like I said, I don't know the fee breakdown or whatever.
Yeah, I don't. I haven't looked at that far. I have to sign up by sometime in first week of July, and then I'll be on it. Like I got the email that I have to be on it mid-July.
Hey, let me ask you guys a question on this topic. I'm, as you all know, I'm not a reseller. I'm hanging out because supporting my brother here. But you're talking about this new payment system. It's less liquid, right? You have to wait longer for the money, whereas what you did before. So I'm wondering, is that going to be like a barrier for new people trying to get in? Like established sellers already have some capital and things set up, but people are trying to get started. It sounds like that might make it harder to break in. Does that make sense?
What might?
The new payment system, because if I'm understanding what Nate's saying is previously you had the you got your money quicker, right? And could reinvest.
No.
Is that not how?
Because when you first started on eBay, PayPal holds your money at first anyway.
Okay.
When you're a new seller, it's like for the first month or something. I'm not sure the exact time. But when you first start the store and you're a new seller, PayPal holds your money anyways.
Okay.
So
no longer safe for Frank.
I don't, hey Joey, what's up? We have not seen Frank. We haven't seen him. In case you're
he's definitely not here.
Joey inquires about Frank. No, we haven't seen him. He's not hiding in witness protection from you at all. He's like, Joey's here? Did somebody say Joey's here?
No, Joey's not here.
Oh, Joey's not here? We're good? We're safe? Oh, Joey's here? Joey's here?
Oh,
Guys, stop messing with me. Is he here or not?
Yeah, definitely don't go by Dan's cubicle.
You got wind of this picture and and Frank's. Oh my God, Frank heard that you got wind of this picture right here, and so he didn't show up today. He's kind of been hiding out somewhere. We're not sure where he's at. Joey's here? Is he here? I'm having too much fun with that.
Frankie, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Frankie.
Oh, let me drop that. Hold on. I forgot to close it. Sorry. That's too much fun.
I know they definitely made like some changes to it. So like if you're paying for your labels, it's coming out of that money or whatever, which if it wasn't like that, it'd be terrible, like horrible. But I'm trying to pull up like the fees, like the fee comparisons, and I don't see anything.
I want to get back to Joseph's question a little bit, because now if you had an established eBay, like let's say you have an established eBay account and then you decided to start selling, maybe, but I don't. It will affect. There are people that when they start off right away, like there's people I've seen in forums where they're like, "How come PayPal's holding my money? I need my money. I just started. I need more money." And so there are people that will affect. There's people that want their money right away. I wonder, will eBay do a similar thing to new sellers? Will they hold money? And it's mainly for the customer side of it. They want to make sure in case it was a fraudulent deal, someone opened up a fraudulent account and sold something, never shipped it. They don't want the customer to, and then they run with the money. They want to be able to protect the buyer. So that's why that kind of stuff exists. And I wonder if eBay will do a similar thing. That's something if anybody knows if eBay's
going to do like they'll probably do like more like a Macari thing, like where like they'll probably wait till it gets there, wait a day or two, and then they put it's in your account. And they're probably going to do something similar to that, if I had to guess. Yeah, there's no like numbers. I can't like.
Yeah, so I mean,
I have to see numbers. I need like a side by side comparison. Okay, well I know they're doing something like 30 cents a transaction plus or some type of percentage. So what is that percentage? It didn't really tell me.
Right. The whole PayPal thing frustrates me, because it's almost like PayPal said, "Well, fine, eBay, if you're going to go do your own thing, then we're going to make sure we're going to stop refunding the fees from your platform."
Mm-hmm.
But eBay doesn't care. It's the seller that got screwed in that deal.
Exactly. That's why they probably were just like, okay, well, we'll use you to this point, we don't care. And then PayPal was like, you know, we're gonna do this then. And they're like, fine,
Yeah, and so the seller's the one that gets screwed.
right?
Like not even the buyers, only the little people, the seller.
It should get passed to the buyer, to be honest, because they're the ones that canceled. You know,
Yeah.
I had a lady do that. Like I literally had the stamp on the package, the whole 9 yards, got packed stuff super quick. So what happened was she was like, I don't want it. And so I went back to try to cancel it, and I couldn't even cancel the order or whatever. So I held it for a day or two after printing the label, trying to figure it out. And I was like, I'm not calling eBay. I'm just going to send it to them and then have them return it. And then she refused it and sent it back. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, that's a good point right there, Sam. Like even if you start selling on Amazon, you have to wait to get paid. Like and even throughout the history of selling, like you get paid. Is it bi-weekly on Amazon? Like they drop the money into your account every other week, right?
Yeah, every 2 weeks.
So like even with Amazon, but Amazon, I feel like I don't want to say, but like I feel like you have to be a little more. Maybe I'm wrong. You have to be a little more established before you even step foot into Amazon, if you will. Is that a good way? Is that a good?
No, I would say established in the sense of understanding e-com.
Yeah.
But truth be told, like me, like knowing a lot about eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, that kind of stuff going into Amazon, it was still a whole new beast. So, I mean,
but I mean, like to you can't just log into Amazon, list something, and sell it. Where eBay, if it's almost like you can do that. Like you can almost log in, link your PayPal, and you're selling right then and there.
mm-hmm.
Amazon,
they put you through the ringer to even get approved.
Right? Yeah.
It's because they're bots or whatever, man. That was the worst thing I had to deal with, like getting started. It took me like a week or two just to get, able to sign up and get in. You know what I mean?
Sorry, guys. I'm triple tasking. I'm not even.
So I'm going to ask another
I'm
question.
behind on the chat, guys.
Contribute to the conversation as questions, but and I think I know the answers, but I think it might be an interesting topic for y'all to talk about. You have some industries, like for example Uber, that has like two-way feedback, right? There's also feedback on customers as well as the drivers. Do you think anything of that ilk could ever be possible in like e-commerce, where not only are the sellers rated for their reliability, but also buyers can be certified and rated, and that it somehow impacts, do you think that's ever feasible, or does it seem unlikely?
It seems unlikely to me, and the main reason is because those companies are also seller. What's the word, like oriented? Like everything's feels like almost everything is to make it for the sellers happiness, convenience. Everything is seller centric. Is that the word? Like everything. eBay will help. I mean buyer. I'm sorry, buyer. I meant buyer, not seller. Wrong word, buyer. I don't think they would ever let you rate the buyers like this. They'll handle it behind the scenes, and they handle some stuff behind the scenes, but I don't think it would ever be like publicly. I don't know. When you rate, so on Mercari that happens, does that show? Like when I rate a buyer on Mercari, does that show on their user? I know you can do it on Mercari. Like
you'll rate a buyer on eBay, it just has to be positive. You can't give them anything. Like you can still say like this is a terrible customer, don't do business with them, like whatever you want. It just comes up as positive feedback for them.
Right.
Yeah. I used to do like the automatic like feedback as soon as they bought, but now I have it set up so the buyer has to give me feedback first for me to give out, because there's people that will run around and try to get feedback just from, I paid for something. Then they literally lose me money, and then they get the feedback already. So I changed that as well.
I still have mine set up to auto feedback just because I don't want to have to worry about it. The only auto feedback I don't do is when I buy something, because I make sure I go and do that personally. Just as somebody who sells on eBay, knowing how important that feedback is, I make sure that I provide feedback to everybody I buy from.
Well, like mine's automatic or whatever, but it waits for the buyer to give me feedback first.
Yeah.
So this way, it's for sure going to be someone who made a purchase at least gave me feedback, which is what I want. I want feedback. You know what I mean? I want my numbers to source. This way people can look at me and
Right.
someone else and go, hey, he has 2,000 feedback instead of like 300. So
I want to say hi to a couple of people really quick, guys. We got LL Stash dropped in. Craig LSP's here. Sammy said, "Oh, I'm way behind on the chat, guys. That's why I'm catching up. Sorry."
yeah, I know. Good. I'm sorry.
No, I was.
I know Craig was saying that it's like 0.55% difference, but with that 30 cents added on top of that, it's probably just about the same, or maybe even more, depending on what you're selling to. So they were selling like a cheap item, and 30 cents is a lot more bigger percentage than say like selling something for $100. You know what I mean? So in a way, it's actually going to be more fees depending on what you sell. And it'll punish people selling smalls. In other words, like small, cheaper items.
Yeah. So Sam is saying that on Mercari because you can rate them 1 to 5 stars, and then you don't leave a comment though. It's just like what they need to work on, suggestions. So he's saying that all lumps in together into one rating as a buyer or seller on there. So that's the only platform that I know of that you can give a buyer a 1 star. But the thing is, like, it has to be at delivery, right? So let's say you give, when they rate you, then you rate them. Can they do a return later though, or like do something later on after the rating?
Once they accept the package and rate you, sales final, no returns.
Okay, so once the ratings go through, it's a done deal. There's no going back on. That was my main question about the Mercari rating system.
Yep.
All right.
And once you rate them as the seller, you being the seller, once you rate them, that's when you get paid. They release your money. Either that or after 3 days if they don't rate you.
Now, if they start a return and you can still rate them 1 star, like if after because it's not completed, right? Like let's say they get it, they make up some what you consider a bad reason to return it, and then they return it. You can rate them 1 star.
I've honestly never had a Mercari return. Sent out hundreds and hundreds of packages, never had a return on Mercari.
All right.
I know people that have. Like I'm pretty sure Tracy, uniquely me, pretty sure she was saying when she first started, I think her first sale on the Mercari was a return. So I mean, I've heard of people having returns, but I've never actually had one on Mercari myself.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I don't know if it's just a different demographic or what. I mean, I'm sure that there's going to be like these not as described trolls finding their way over to Mercari and other platforms as well. But I don't know. I don't know why that is, but I'm thankful for the lack of returns.
And I don't know anything about this, so forgive my questions. Are the descriptions on Mercari more detailed? I'm wondering if people just know it's nothing like that they have no idea what they're getting, so fewer errors like that.
It's really similar.
Different clientele, is that what it is? Perhaps, I don't know. Just asking the questions.
I don't know. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's people that I know one person that's had a return on Mercari. I don't know if they want to talk about it.
Yeah, I'll tell.
I know someone that's had were you able to? What was your options as far as your rating on them?
So I mean, like,
Here's the official policy.
The buyer knew that it wasn't my fault. The reason why the item got broken. So they were like, "Well, what do you want to do?" So I knew I was protected from their $200 shipping guarantee or whatever the case is, and I chose UPS. Which, by the way, if you have anything broken or breakable by chance, video game, I mean, like consoles, whatever, electronics, don't send UPS. Send it FedEx or through the post service. So I picked UPS, which was a mistake. I told them to basically, talk to Mercari because there's nothing I could do. I can't see pictures, which that's a big flaw. Like the buyer should be able to send me pictures,
right?
I didn't being broken or whatever. They can't do that. I can't exchange information to have them send to my email. I can't do anything like that. So I was like, there's really honestly nothing I can do unless you talk to Mercari And I was like, I'll be protected, no worries, we'll figure it out. So the guy files a return. Next, they say they get an email saying that I'm not covered by their policy or whatever. And they tried to say that they need to have 3 inches of void fill on the outside of the box, which if you think about that, that is ridiculous. You put 3 inches of void fill around the box.
Yeah.
How big of a box it would need to ship it like, this water bottle, you know what I mean? So, literally ridiculous. So, they denied me on that. I couldn't go and file a claim through UPS myself because it was their label, not mine, which is nonsense as well. And then, the next time I log in, because there was a period where they asked you, do you want your item back? Do you not want it back? So I just didn't do anything because I was trying to fight for me to get my money. Right. And they said, or no, I log in one day and they're like harassing me for a credit card. So I just put a credit card in. Next, they automatically take $18.50 out on my credit card. And I got a broken Atari back in my games and everything else. So, I lost money. SL, I lost, $18, which shipping was only $10 or something, $12 to begin with. But because it went, they were literally charging me the shipping rate from California to Pennsylvania, it was $18.50 is what they charged me for it. So, it's literally ludicrous. And because of what's going on with, Corona, had less people working. It's really hard to get a hold of them and get them on the phone.
I want to clarify the Mercari return process too. So what I was saying is when they rate you, it's pretty much a done deal. They can't return it. Their return policy is Mercari gives them 3 days from the time it's confirmed delivered. That means that the USPS tracking number says that the item was at my house. Then they give you 3 days to rate that person or request a return. The only criteria you can request a return is INAT. Obviously, it's not as described. Counterfeit, if the item's prohibited, like illegal or something like that. If it's damaged, defective, or they sent you the wrong item. Those are the only criteria for a return. But it says in their policy in black and white, if you're requesting a return, please do not submit a rating, as this will complete the transaction and void your return request. So essentially, the minute you're rated, like, they can't return it anymore. So
they could give you a 1-star and they still closed it because right?
Yeah. Exactly, because their return policy specifically says do not rate them, because you can't get bad feedback if you take care of them. You know what I mean? So just like
hey, Jim,
Nate said though, I want to hit on something that Nate said real quick.
Yeah.
Because he said UPS, because UPS is so hard to win a claim on. That's why I do recommend, like he said, use USPS or FedEx, because those claims are a lot easier to win. UPS is notorious for making it very hard to win a shipping damage claim because they have so many different specifications that you have to prove that you use, like the void fill and stuff. So I just wanted to real quick say that that's really, 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 really good advice. That's why I try to use US, because I've won cases on USPS.
Yeah.
On damaged shipping.
USPS is so easy to deal with too. You send them one picture, and then proof that you sold it at that price, and it's like boom, like refund.
All right, Joe. So I just wanted to say that real quick.
Would you put that Dapper Tigers comment up again too? The one about the policy. It's a little bit back up by it. The return policy, the 3-day. Yeah. So that's also part of that too, right? So it sounds like what Anthony was describing plus this. Mm-hmm. So it sounds like these policies are much more restrictive than other platforms like eBay, right? So those policies probably by themselves explain a lot of why you get fewer returns, because they just put more barriers to the return process.
Absolutely.
And
it should be that way too. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't want to buy something that's not what you're looking for, read the description. You know what I mean? Like, it's not rocket science.
Right. So the thing about Mercari early on, I know things have changed a little bit, but definitely early on, they didn't want to be a platform that businesses sold on. They wanted to be like a personal, like only everyday people selling the stuff from their house.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I just wonder how long those policies can maintain as they grow. And, you know, there's definitely people with businesses selling on there for sure, 100%. I'm not saying they're not. But it was in writing. Like in writing, they started off their business. That was their model. Like they didn't want businesses selling on there. And so it made it a little bit easier to have those kind of policies if it was just someone selling from their house. But as they grow, because they're definitely growing, and they're, you know, I just wonder how long, because it always seems to come back to the buyer. I mean,
You know, that's probably also a reason why there aren't as many like trolley scammers on Macari as well. Is not only because of the way they have things set up, but because it's not really as many business-minded people. Because if you're just an everyday person and you're trying to sell, like, you know what I mean? Say I have an old video game, I don't want it anymore. I'm trying to sell it so I can make some money to buy a new video game.
right.
You know, when somebody comes up like, oh, I want to return this because of this. If I'm just a regular everyday person, I'm going to tell them to blow it out their pie hole. You know what I mean? Because what do I care? I'm not a business. I don't care about my feedback. You know what I mean? All I care about is that you're making a false claim about my product. You know what I mean? So I don't know if maybe that has anything to do with it, but I mean, I think a lot of these scammers typically do it just because they know people just count it up to like the loss of, or, you know, the cost of doing business or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's essentially what eBay will tell you in a situation like that. Oh, well, you know, you need to account for returns. That's the cost of doing business or whatnot. You know what I mean? So I would think scammers would be more prone to do it from a company more so than, you know, just your average everyday person.
Dapper Tiger just commented, you know, about how it's a preferable experience for sellers, but for buyers it's more restrictive, right?
Mm-hmm.
So just kind of what seems to make sense to me is like buyers may not be as drawn to it as they might be to some place like eBay where they have more flexibility, but
yeah,
enough sellers go over to it and that's where the merchandise is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then buyers are going to have to go there, if that makes sense. That seems to be the path for it to be successful, is that sellers like it so much more because of those policies that's if you want to buy stuff, that's the place to find it.
So I like Macari. Like for the stuff that I sell, like cards do really well there, toys do well there, video games do well there. Like everything I really like to sell and source sells good on Macari. So like normally Macari it's not as good as eBay, but it could be close. Like if I didn't do eBay anymore, like I think I could do okay with Macari if I like put all that effort into it.
Right, I agree. Like especially my new, like not even like brand new toys, like but still in the package, older. Like I've done very well with those on Macari. That's the kind of stuff that I've had a lot of success on there with. My first month I did really good. My second month I'm doing good on there. I need to add more stuff. I got to get on Vendoo today and.
Yeah, I need to too. I haven't done any this month yet.
Yeah, I like the coupons too, Cajun. That's a big part of it. I like, you know, for listing, you'll get coupons. Like if you list on there, they'll give you coupons as well. So,
yep.
I use my
love
coupon every month.
Gives me an excuse to buy something for the business or for myself and not feel guilty.
Let's jump over to when we're done. We'll end this at 12:30 my time. We'll jump over and watch Matt's premiere. That's 13 minutes away. That's an hour and a half anyways, guys. If anybody has anything they want to drop in the chat or anything that's going on later today, let us know. I was out sourcing this morning, so I haven't looked at what's going on this afternoon or this evening on eBay. I do have to show this because we found out how Nikki T be getting those Zion cards. She's got friends on the inside. Whoa!
I knew it.
It was you two on draft night, wasn't it?
Personally. What?
Nikki was she was in the green room waiting.
Yeah.
We got word from Frank in the chat. We all got word from Frank in the chat. It's all right, Frank. So Frank's here, and that sucks, dude. His deal that he took the day off for, guys.
Yeah.
To do a deal today. It was going to be a big deal for him. You'll find someone, Frank. I guess that deal fell through. That sucks, man. I'm sorry that happened. I know Frank's a good salesman. He'll get it sold. It's just he had plans.
How far away the drive?
It was a good drive. It's on we're on the north side of Denver. He had to go to the south side of Denver, so It was good. He probably drove 25, 30 miles, which, right through downtown traffic and all that stuff.
Just make sure to source on your way home, man, and this way you can make up for that time and make some money.
He had to haul a refrigerator down there, though, like a walk-in refrigerator or something like that.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I would not be happy.
All right, guys. So I'm way behind on the chat. If you guys, like I said, I'm gonna jump over. If you guys drop a link, Matt, drop a link to that to your premiere that's in 11 minutes. I'm gonna jump over there and watch it with him. You guys, we'll probably call the show there. An hour and a half is a good show. I had fun today. I want to thank these guys right here so much for dropping in.
Anytime.
You guys got anything else you guys want to talk about? Joseph, I know we got something going on Tuesday. If you want to share a little bit of info about that.
Yeah, Tuesday is the premiere of our sports show. What are they thinking? We're going to talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Really just trying to kind of create a similar vibe to what you guys got here. People hanging out, just a different topic, sports, right? Something I know more about. So, we hope you all come hang out. It's going to be like this, in terms of the chat's going to be part of the conversation. And more than anything, we're just going to try to have fun talking sports with friends. So I hope you'll join us Tuesday, 9 o'clock Eastern time.
You know it.
You know it. I didn't make it. You know it, Papa.
Buccaneer suck or whatever.
I can send you one if you need it, man.
Hey,
I still got it. Unless I deleted it.
we're going to try to get, it's a weekly show. We're going to try to get in as many teams as we can. And throughout the season, we'll continue to talk about teams. And, obviously the Bucs made the big news of the offseason. So that's why we want to kind of start the show off with a bang and talk about the team that made the biggest moves this offseason and had the biggest change. That's why we kind of went with that for the opening show. And to be honest, after that, it's going to be more like, we're going to be reaching out to people that we know are fans of teams, and if they want to come on the show, and basically whoever's going to say, hey, yeah, I want to come on the show, let's talk about my team. All right, well, then we'll talk about the Steelers this week, type thing. The Falcons are going to – breaking news, the Falcons will be week 2. We've already determined we do have an expert on the panel that will be joining us for week 2. Sorry, Cajun. I know we're going from the Bucs to the Falcons. He's like, what about my Saints? I'm sorry, Cajun.
Matt, come join us for the Cards for sure, man. Yeah, we got 2 guest hosts lined up, and after that, we're looking for folks who want to join us. So,
yeah, when we talk Cardinals, for sure, man. And then obviously when we talk Broncos, it'll be some of my local friends. All right, Matt, we'll definitely talk. Cardinals will be early on. Cajun's like, you're killing me. Yeah, we're saving the best from the NFC South for last. NFC South, the last week will be the Panthers. Okay, so Rev and Nick. What? All right, drop a link to that. You dropped the link right there. All right, cool.
We'll have to check that out. That's what's up.
Cajun, I want to know, man. Like, if you don't want to show your face, you could come into the chat like this and just be a voice if you want to. We need you for the Saints, man.
Picture of Drew Brees as your profile or something like that.
Yeah, you could put Drew Brees, and then you could just talk to us like that.
Hey, thanks, Joey. I appreciate that, man. He says I got the best hat on out of all of us. Appreciate
What? That. Hold on.
Go Cavs.
Look at that. Vintage Sports Specialties. Come on.
Throwback.
Look at mine. Brand new. Still got the stickers on it and everything.
Nobody wears brand new. I'm just joking.
I got my stickers too.
Oh, man. Joseph's
Joseph knows the game. He knows it.
probably rated.
Of course, when old guys like us start doing that, then it's no longer cool, right? Isn't that how it works?
When hip guys like me are wearing vintage hats, then you know that's the hip thing right now. Look at the gear I'm wearing. Come on. You can't argue.
Yeah. That's some old school merch, man.
You know what?
Guys, thanks for letting me hang out with you guys. It was fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Anytime, man.
I'm going to drop it here, but you'll see me in your chats and stuff. I'll hang out with you guys.
Oh, Joey's back. I got to go. He's like, Joey's here?
You're guilty by association, man.
Is Joey here, guys? Is he here?
You don't mess with the post service.
I'm having way too much fun with it. Sorry, guys. He's like, stop already, man. All right, guys. I want to thank everyone, all you guys on the panel. Let me drop this dang brand off of here. You guys are awesome for hanging out. You need one of these vintage hats? I got another one with the tags on it in my store. I thought about keeping that one.
Talking about your shirt, man.
Oh, the shirt. Darn. Right? I'll be dropping a link in some of my videos for the shirt. I thought you wanted.
Oh, look, Nicky T wants one too.
All right. I'll be dropping a premiere later tonight, probably at some point. I'll put a link to those shirts. Again, I asked, I wanted them for me, but if anybody wants them, they're not very expensive. I'll put a link in my video I'll put a link in this video when it drops, and then in my premiere tonight, I'll put a link to those shirts. Unless Nate wants to drop one in the chat right now.
I got it.
No, he's got the link.
Or if you type in on eBay, type in Uncle B old school flips, you should just pull it up.
Right.
Quick thing, but here, let me get it.
He wants to. Matt said, "I want this shirt right here." Oh, sorry about that, Anthony. I apologize.
Oh no!
You got the worst view in the house right now. You know it. Yeah, Matt.
Thanks, face, man.
The Cardinals will be early on. We'll get with you on that.
There it is. It's in the chat. Go grab them.
So we got Joey Bada Bing. Drop a link, man. Drop a link to you got a video coming out at 4:00 Eastern, so that's in an hour and a half, right? Am I right on that?
Yeah, you're killing me, Frank.
All right, everyone. I'm gonna jump over to Matt's premiere that's coming up in 4 minutes. You guys, anything you guys want to say before we close out?
No, not really.
Much love. Get that money. See you later.
Yeah, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out today, Ecom and Beyond. Make sure you guys check out their channel every day, Monday through Friday. That's 8 a.m. my time. No, 10 a.m. I'm confused now. 8 a.m. my time, right?
Yeah.
10 a.m. our time. 10 a.m.
Eastern.
See, I got it turned around. 10 a.m. Eastern. Make sure you guys, it's the best morning show on the YouTubes. Make sure you guys check them out. I know you guys all do already, but I still got to say that because I love these guys. Thank you guys in the chat so much. You guys always make it fun, always bringing those awesome comments. And we will talk to you guys on Monday.